Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your first reading for 2021. Hope this finds you well. It is a general reading for the collective of Sagittarius Sun and Rising. Just take what speaks to you, leave the rest. If it doesn't resonate at all, you can always go to your rising sign reading if you're here as the Sag Sun or vice versa. You can also be a cross watcher, watch the Sun and or rising readings for your divine counterpart. Oh, also, I did do a morning musing reading for you this morning, and those will be coming online in the future as well. So what that is that every morning for years I've been doing little readings, not big readings, so it's short, no extended. It's just my first impressions, my reflections and thoughts on the energies coming through. And I thought it would be fun in the new year to kind of bring you behind the scenes and show you that. So it's a little bit of a different format. I conduct them upstairs and you only see my hands because it's pre-coffee hair and makeup. So join me. And the best way to see when those come up is to subscribe and click the little bell so you get notified of when those readings are published. All right, I'm going to pull two cards here, Sag. One for Divine Masculine, one for Divine Feminine. We'll just see what comes through. Good, good. Interesting. Feel free to flip the energies around if you need to. Okay. Divine Masculine. Card number 3, Armadillo Spirit. Set healthy boundaries. Set healthy boundaries. It's good in a new year and a new age to sort of reestablish your perimeter of defense. Feminine gets card 51, Sandpiper Spirit. Be playful. Be playful. Both of these cards speak to me for Sagittarian energy. Because, Sag, you are such high-spirited individuals, fun and adventurous, so I'm liking the playful energy, but as a result, sometimes you need to reevaluate your boundaries, right? You don't meet a stranger. Sagittarians, I know I'm being very general, but stereotypical, but you're often very externally friendly, approachable people. So it's a good reminder to set boundaries and to be playful and to get, especially with, we've got the new moon in Capricorn, the sun is in Capricorn. Those are very grounded, sturdy, focused, serious energies. Just a reminder to be playful. I like it. Okay, I'm going to pull one card from Soul Coaching or Soul Notes. I can't remember what it's called. Soul Coaching, that's what it is. Look, fulfillment. Joy abounds in all areas of my life. Fulfillment. To me, fulfillment is 10 of Cups. Joy abounds in all areas of my life. That's a good message. So just use that as a mantra, right? With the theme around fulfillment, feeling fulfilled. Okay, so let's take a look at your connection. I hope that you all had a good, healthy, happy new year and are ready to offload all the negative karma from 2020. 2021 feels like it's a little bit of a delayed hangover from 2020. We'll clear it out, don't worry. We light workers, we will clear it out. Okay, here we go. Sure will. Aw. The 3 of Swords. So something, stepping into the reading, dear feminine, with some heaviness of the heart. It could be coming through in reverse, so when I get the clarifiers out, we'll know for sure. Knight of Swords, Divine Masculine, stepping into the reading, wanting to clear the air. This is fast movement toward truth, honesty. It's about your integrity and your honor and your character. But the whole idea is it's communication. It's clearing the air. Every now and then, the Knight of Swords gets out over their skis and sometimes speaks before thinking things through. So we will have to take a look at that. It did come out in your morning reading, as did the 4 of Pentacles. Wow, King of Swords. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarian energy there. 8 of Swords. My goodness, all the swords energy today, Sag. The Ace of Cups was the focus for this morning's reading. So I'm glad that that's coming out here. Four of Cups in the future. All right, so what I love the most is your present experience in the connection in these cards in the center. Got it? It's really nice. There's like a leap of faith and this cup of love. There's so much love here, and I feel that there's a readiness to receive it, a readiness to offer it. So I like that leap of faith and the Ace of Cups is wonderful. What we have to do is clear the air about something that may have been misunderstood or hurtful. And I want to take a look at that because that's how you're stepping into the reading. But I know that the energy of the connection is very positive and uplifted. In the past, look, guardedness on the masculine's part and a feeling of, where do I go from here? I don't know my next best step forward. The overthinking card of the Eight of Swords. And the issue here is you have to kind of step into your feelings. The next best step for this person is into a puddle. So sometimes what happens, Sag, is we overthink and we forget to feel. But I feel like the reason why there was a lot of overthinking here is because something very painful was taking place. So let's just get an overview of that. King of Cups. That was in your morning reading too. King of Cups. So this swift motion to clear the air, but also coming from one's highest vibration of love, care, compassion. This is emotional understanding, emotional availability, and even possibly vulnerability. So I love the King of Cups coming through here on top of the Knight of Swords because it lets us know that this person has good intentions coming from the heart. Queen of Wands. So there's something that needs to be cleared up around possibly dealing with a Queen of Wands. I notice here how the King of Cups is looking right at her. So could be the focus of the energy that needs to be cleared up, or it could be the person that they're trying to clear it up with. What that means is this could either be the Queen of Wands, or the Queen of Wands could be a third party to the situation. I'll know better in a little bit, but that is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. On the bottom is the Emperor. So this tells me this masculine is underneath is sort of preparing to step into the role of the Emperor. I don't think that, yes, because here's the leap of faith card. Right, leaping onto this path underneath, summoning up all the highest and best attributes of all four kings. The Emperor takes control. This is divine masculine energy, Aries energy. So being that it's underneath, and it's sort of rumbling, making its way up to the surface, I still feel that the Knight of Swords and the King of Cups energy is predominant. But underneath there's an awareness. It's in the psyche, their role as divine masculine. In the past, guarded. Wow. Guarded and maybe a little stubborn with regard to this crossroads moment, the Judgment card, Scorpio energy. This is answering the call of the connection. It is past life, soulmate, twin flame energy, where there's forgiveness and second chances made available through the energy of the Judgment card if you answer the call. I feel there was resistance. I know it's not the Resistance card, but this is stubborn energy, sort of like push, keep your distance, very guarded. It is also a card of boundaries. So set healthy boundaries. So that boundaries is sometimes the Four of Pentacles is about boundaries, but being that the Judgment card came out and the Chariot moving forward victoriously, that Chariot won't move forward with the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is stuck, stubborn energy. So I have a feeling that there was an opportunity here in the past to move forward, answer the call, and it was passed up, which is why we have the Eight of Swords. Feminine feeling stuck, trapped. I don't have anywhere to go if this person doesn't receive the energy. Fool in the present sense is now there seems to be some willingness to take a leap, to turn the page. Could be it's a lot of optimism. Oof. Turn the page from that Five of Swords. Wow. Now the Nine of Cups is fulfillment as well. That was one of your oracles. And the Nine of Cups can be, you know, a wish fulfillment, contentment on an emotional level, but it can also be complacency. So what I'm seeing here is potentially some complacent energy around some sabotage. Could be manipulation, could be sabotage, could be gossip, could be gaslighting. Something's going on here that I feel the masculine is ready to take a leap from, like away from, and into something more compassionate and sensitive toward the feminine. Whereas in the past they blocked that energy, they kind of pushed back against it. Here there's a little bit of complacency, almost as if to say, I've got my back to that negative energy. I'm sort of just going to take a leap anyway. So I want to just give a little heads up that whatever that Five of Swords is about for you, this is a general reading. It could be a number of things. It can be someone from the outside trying to sabotage the connection. For some of you, that may be the case, especially because we see the Queen of Wands. For others of you, it's a little bit manipulative. It can be a little bit gaslighty, someone who wants to win at all cost. And the Nine of Cups is, and I'm feeling that it's another person. I'm not feeling that it's the masculine's energy. I'm feeling it's another person, and the problem is the masculine might turn their head the other way. Look the other way. Just kind of like go along to get along. And that would not be healthy, but I'm feeling that the Fool is what they really want. Three of Wands on the bottom. Yes. That's a card of manifestation, ships coming in. So I'm almost feeling a little sense of timing here. The Fool appreciates the newness of this new year. It's Aquarian energy, so the new age, and is ready to take the leap, and may need to just kind of, I'm feeling like there's a buying of time here. The Nine of Cups is like, I'm not going to rock the boat against this interference, the Five of Swords energy, because I know my ships are coming in. So I do feel a little bit of a sense of timing. And that Knight of Swords doesn't wait for anybody. King of Swords in the future, wanting to do things the right way. This is about integrity. As I said, it's similar to, these cards are just jamming up. Someone doesn't want me to read this part of the reading. King of Swords, right? Someone who lives by a code, wants to do things the right way, cares about how they look, their reputation. Wow. Ace of Wands. That was the anchor card this morning. So this King of Wands wants to reignite. This is a divine gift of inspired passion. It could be reigniting the torch of passion with the feminine. It could be a newfound feeling of passion around the feminine. That's who I'm reading for. The King of Swords is normally a little bit removed, remote, not as warm and fuzzy, because they're all strategy. All the kings have extra swords, all the queens have extra cups. So this is swords on swords. It can kind of be steely and cool, because their main intention is around strategy, logic, reasoning, their ideals, their standards, the oath they take to something higher than themselves. But here what I see is what they want to do is allow in the passion. I like it. With who? With the twin. All right, King of Swords, rev your engines. No time to be cool and aloof now. Wow. Three of Swords, what say you, dear feminine? Justice. Interesting. Libra and energy. Ace of Cups was also in the morning reading. Wow. This feels so exciting to me. So I feel as if this Three of Swords is actually in reversed energy. You know, all the cards have both sort of energies, and I can tell by what lands on them where it's heading, and I just feel like there's been some measure of justice and balance and harmony restored. There's vindication here after this heartache. Whatever this Three of Swords is about, it's now in reverse. And I'm feeling it because of the Justice card and then the letting the love back in, the Ace of Cups, your one true love, dear feminine. So very interesting. Like, I'm almost, and it's like the second time now, right? So I'm getting a little bit of backup here. Confirmation from Spirit that there is a restoration of fairness and balance in the connection, something that has helped reverse the energy of the Three of Swords. Yes, underneath is the Death card. More Scorpio energy. We got some Scorpio energy going on here. But it is about transformation, and something has had to die off so that all this new energy of the aces, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups can come in. And what has had to die off is whatever it was that caused the pain to begin with. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords, Queen of Swords, right. Feeling kind of bound and almost gagged here. I know it's really a blindfold, but having all these questions. Queen of Swords. Now we have a King of and Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords usually is a truth seeker, truth teller. So what she's after here is what is going on. She does come from the heart. Remember I said there's cups. All the queens have extra cups. So all those beautiful roses sort of offset the sharp edge of that sword. And the intention of the Queen of Swords in her highest vibration is let's just cut to the chase. Let's get the clarity going. Let's put our cards face up on the table and come to a meeting of the minds. That energy was stuck. It felt trapped, constricted, unable to get the truth of the situation. Let's see what else is there, right? With the past life soulmate, Six of Cups. So I sort of feel as if in the past this feminine tried to get some information, some truth from the masculine who was shut down. Four of Pentacles, wasn't willing to reveal their full hand. This Four of Pentacles is often things not being as they seem. So they were presenting what they wanted to be seen, and the feminine therefore couldn't get at the truth, and therefore nothing moved forward. The call was not answered at that time. Now I see some movement toward that because we have the Emperor, we have the Fool, and a desire to kind of resolve anything that was unspoken. Knight of Swords. Ace of Cups, please. Present experience of the connection, my one true love. Yes, choosing the path. I love this. The Two of Wands, if you notice here, he's got the world in the palm of his hands. In other decks, you'll see he's looking out at the horizon from his perch at his castle. But it's about seeing the world before you and determining what you want and going toward that. There are two paths before you, dear feminine. There isn't a right or wrong, but one is definitely better for you than the other, and it involves this Ace of Cups. Your one true love. It's a divine gift of love. It is never ending. That cup runneth over. And then we have choosing the path that leads to calmer waters. Six of Swords. Balance of the mind, peace of mind. It's all so good. What's on the bottom? Yeah. See, that's been underneath because there's been something here. Sag, this is Capricornian energy. Please stay with me. We have Sun in Capricorn right now. New Moon in Capricorn shifts the 12th to the 13th, depending what coast you're on. So all that heavy Capricornian energy is in the mix. So it can be about that, but I'm feeling as if there is something submerged in the psyche that says, oh my gosh, I have to be careful that I don't fall into old patterns, old habits, old ways of being that were toxic, that might have even been karmic in nature. And I say the word karmic because I'm looking at the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands could just be this feminine, Aries, Leo, Sag. That's possible. But for others of you, you know what the transformation and the devil card are about. We know what needs to be cleared up here is because there may have been a third party. And the Queen of Wands often just doesn't represent the astrology of the queen, but of the person who's kind of got a hold on someone else. So I like to let you know that I'm not beefing with the Queen of Wands. I identify with her energy all the time in her highest vibration, but in her lowest vibration, not so much. And that's why she tends to come out every now and then as a karmic partner. And so being that the air needs to be cleared and there was heartache, there's been some sense of vindication now, transformation bubbling up underneath, masculine ready to take a leap of faith, but that Five of Swords is still in the mix. And I feel as if this masculine is just kind of tolerating it. Like, let me just leave well enough alone. Don't poke the bear. So we'll see what happens. Wanting to do things the right way and reignite the torch of passion with the twin feminine here, Four of Cups. Why is the Four of Cups here in the future? Ace of Swords. Well, that was the ace that was missing this morning. So some clarity around why this divine masculine was kind of standoffish maybe. I feel this is explaining the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups, let me just start with that, can sometimes be very rejecting energy. It can be friend zoning. It can be someone who's just, meh. And they feel like, I'm just really not into it, right? This is sort of dissatisfaction, disengagement. I'm bored. And as a result, you kind of miss that opportunity. There's the Ace of Cups being offered, and he's just not even looking at it, just staring at 3 cups like, is that all? And I feel as if this feminine may have felt either rejected or friend-zoned, or as if the masculine was emotionally detached. I am looking at a King of Swords here, so that makes sense. In that cool, aloof, reserved energy that sometimes comes from a King of Swords, even though in their highest vibration they are full of honor and integrity and character and honesty and good intention, sometimes to just do it in a way that isn't very warm and fuzzy. That's what I keep saying. So this Ace of Swords to me feels like the clarity comes in, there's insight, there's an aha moment, maybe an epiphany about the Four of Cups. This is coming in the future, and I think it's because it's coming in from the King of Swords. And all of a sudden, the feminine goes, oh, now I get it, right? King of Wands. Interesting. So we've got a King of Swords and the King of Wands. I actually feel that this King of Wands here coming through is this masculine, just the feminine's idealized version. The person that is passionate for them, the person they're highly attracted to, the person they have this great chemistry with. It's the person who, when they walk in the room, all the heads turn. And it's just because of the way they carry themselves. This is somebody who's fun and spontaneous and playful. So it makes sense to me that it comes through as the warmth of the King of Wands instead of the coolness of the King of Swords. So it's the idealized version of the masculine front coming from the feminine. Can be Aries, Leo, Sag. You know that. It's the Wands energy. What's underneath? Don't give up. 9 of Wands, perseverance card. Push forward. Things may, as the clarity comes in, there's victory involved because we've got the crown here on the sword. Oh my gosh, my hair today. So I almost feel like if things aren't clear right away, if you're waiting for that aha moment and you're like, I'm not feeling it yet, don't give up. This is about pushing through until the clarity hits, and then you'll feel it, you'll know it, you'll go, that's what it's about. Okay, if this is speaking to you, I'm going to go to the extended and do the 3-card spread, the situation, issue, or energy you need to focus on right now. The block to love, the challenge, or the dynamic between you around that issue. And what can you do about it, or what can you expect to come of it? So I'll clarify all that. It's all based on this part of the spread, so it's taking it deeper. I'll pull cards, your messages to and from each other. What are you trying to say? Maybe at 5D that you haven't been able to find the words for, especially if you're not in communication right now. And then a card for you, Sag, from your higher self, spirit, or the universe. That usually comes in as advice, sometimes confirmation, sometimes a warning, something to be on the lookout for. And then what can you expect going forward? And if timing's a factor, it would show up there. Although we had the Wheel of Fortune this morning, and a lot of the same cards from the morning came out today. So I hope to see you at the extended. The link to that is below in the description box in the first or second sentence. I'll be there in a second. Otherwise, Sag, take care, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you at a future reading. Bye.